have a sheikh?
Yeah, in the mosque.
Can you
Yes.
call him to join us?
How am I meant to call him? Like,
Why not? Because we want to show
because
you,
I have one
we want to
phone.
show you that Muslims, they lie.
Phone speaker. Yeah.
They lie to you as a Muslim, and there is no money.
Okay, I'll ask him. He speaks Arabic. He's from Algeria, so
Okay,
I'll show
no,
him.
don't ask him. Call him. Call him now. Just you can ask him later, no problem. But can't you call him now? Yeah, just because we want everybody to see. Because either I am making things up, or they are making things up. Well, why here it says many? Where is the many? Where is the word many? Why Muslims are
How do you say many in Arabic? How do you say the word many?
كثير?
Okay, and that's
A
not in the
lot.
Arabic?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, it's okay. I believe you. I believe you. So
No, I don't want you just to believe me.
I don't think he will answer because the guy is busy and he's probably in
What
prayer
is
right
busy?
now.
He have
'Cause
4
he's a
wives
imam.
making babies and getting welfare from the
No,
government?
he's a imam. He leads prayers, and he's in work too. Probably, I don't know. So
What lead the prayer? I mean, he just bend over, he makes some fart, and he make money. What does that mean? Is that a job?
I don't know.
No, my friend, isn't the Muslim they pray 5 times a day?
Yes,
Okay,
obviously.
and he pray 5 times a day. So how that he became something special? He's just a person. He bend in the front of them. By the way, about bending, is it true that Muslims they get excited when they see the ass of a man in front of them and he bend?
No.
Okay, can you explain to me this hadith then? A bunch of Muslims, they come to the caliphate, Omar, and they were complaining that there's a Muslim imam who have a nice ass, and they get tempted by his ass, and they claim he is a feminist. So they are upset because this person, he is, tempting them, and they got horny. So,
okay.
yeah, let us see the hadith here. Okay, here we go. This is Sahih Bukhari, and this is Sahih Hadith. I went to Uthman ibn Affan, sorry, Uthman, not Umar. Uthman, not Ibn Farouk, the one who somebody did, make fun of him. I went to Uthman bin Affan while he was be assigned, which means he became the Khalifa, and said to him, you are the chief of the Muslims in general, and you see what befalling to you. We are led the Salat in a prayer by a leader of Al-Fitna. Al-Fitna, do you know what Fitna mean?
Fitna?
Yeah.
No.
A temptation, a troublemaker, like he's a person, he tempt people, Here between 2 brackets says trial, affliction, etc. So the Muslim now, they are suffering from affliction, brother. Trial, why? Oh, the story will continue. And we are afraid of being sinful. Man, they are afraid of being sinful. Why? In following him, what the heck? Uthman, he said, Salat is, you see the word Salat is a prayer. The Muslim, they say when Muhammad, Allah, he do Salat to Muhammad, they mean it says a blessing. But Salat is a prayer. It is the best of all deeds. So when the people do good deed, we'll do the same with them. And when they do bad deed, avoid those bad deed. Then Az-Zuhri, he said, in our opinion, one should not offer Salat behind a feminine person unless there is no alternative. So look what happened. Right. The guy is effeminate. He did not do anything. He, he is, like he's soft like a female, maybe. Maybe he don't have a beard. He don't have hair in his leg, or etc. So all what he did, he is leading the prayer now. He's the imam. He bent over, and the Muslim, they are in trial. Read with me carefully. Trials and affliction and etc. And we are afraid of being sinful following him. So why they are afraid? Why they are in trial? Because the guy is bending over. Who is the gay here? Right. The gay is those Muslims. It's not the guy, because the guy, he did not do anything. The guy, he just bent over to pray. The one who get tempted is the Muslim behind him, who claim that they are not gays.
Right.
I want to ask you, when I said to you, do Muslims get tempted when they see an ass of a man in front of them? You said no, correct?
Yeah.
So why those people they are afraid to do sin?
Because I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. There's so many hadiths.
I will give you 3 options.
I don't know.
Maybe his ass is round and nice, and maybe his ass is big and beautiful, or maybe his ass is very attractive to them. Otherwise, why? I mean, the guy, he did nothing.
Well, maybe it's just, maybe you don't know anything. I don't know. You can't just say those three examples because there could be
My
more.
friend, the guy, he did not do anything. Do you see anything? All what they are doing, he's saying he is effeminate. He did not do anything. He did not do anything. He did not take off his clothes. He is not showing his bum. Like what he's doing. Maybe he's wearing a very short jalabiya. When he bent over, they see his butt.
I don't know.
Is it
Yeah,
true?
I don't know.
Is it true that
It's
Shaitan, he take hair from the Muslim ass when they pray?
I heard you say this before. Yeah, yeah.
It's true?
Okay, CP. Can you? Because Allah in the Quran says
No,
if
hold
this
on,
book was
hold on,
evident
hold
for
on,
me.
hold on. So is it true that Shaitan take hair from the anus of Muslims when they pray? Yes or no?
Yeah, I heard you say this before.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's, I'm not saying if you heard it or not. I'm asking you, did you experience?
Is it true?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. No, I
Okay.
think that hadith is obviously made up.
Oh, it's made up. Made up by who? By
Yeah.
the Muslim. The Muslim, they made up hadith.
Well, Bukhari came like 180 years after, almost 200 years after Muhammad, and I just
That's
some
deep.
I believe are some I believe that are made up because there's so many weird things that are written in hadiths that I don't know.
So what the Muslim do, and you are no different, obviously. You know, any hadith will make Muhammad look like stupid.
No,
say,
it's not that. Well, I don't know.
First of all, my friend, this is not true. It's proven scientifically that Muslims, when they pray, Shaitan take hair from their anus. There is a scientist, he's from Japan, his name is Mr. Honda Suzuki Yamayama Toyota. He said that they made a scientific study and they put like a slow, very slow motion camera, you know, and they notice the Shaitan is invisible. Remember that. Shaitan is invisible. So they notice that when a Muslim, he bend over to pray, Shaitan, he come and he take hair from the Muslim anus and he caused them to fart, you know. And he was Satan, here we go. Verily, Allah Prophet says, verily Satan, he come to you while you are in prayer, and then he take, hair from your anus, from your buttocks, and he stretch it. This is painful, by the way. I mean, this is really painful. Yeah. Don't try it. Okay. And he stretch it, and he see the worshipper until like he keep doing that until he caused the worshipper to break wind, and the wind is coming out of his anus. So you are confirming to me that you never experienced such a thing.
No.
Never ever, not even once.
I don't think there is a Muslim. I don't know. Like I mostly go off the Quran, to be honest with you, because the hadiths, like I believe some hadiths, but stories like these just make it a bit, I don't know.
I don't know. I notice when I go to the mosque, when I used to be in the Middle East, I always go to pee in the mosque. And I notice how bad the smell is inside the mosque. And I think to myself, maybe the Prophet was truthful. This is why the mosque smells so bad. Everybody is farting because Shaitan, he will not stop until he calls you fart, you know. But anyway, you know better because you are a Muslim. So after all what I said to you until now,
I don't know this much.
Until now, you are not convinced that Islam is false?
Well, my main thing here was just to see if Muhammad like killed people or whatever in jihad. But I wanted to ask you just there, if because if the Quran has no mistakes, right, and no contradictions, then that's what Allah says in the Quran. He says if there's any mistake or contradiction, then it's not from me. So can you prove that statement?
Well, mistakes, contradiction. I mean, I just showed you the bees. The Quran saying that bees eat fruit
that's
and the
something that I just have to think about. Just show me something that makes sense.
All right.
Because
I will show you something makes sense.
Because one mistake is too much.
But first, I want you to understand my situation. I just received a message that my grandfather, he passed away. And he actually, they told me that he died a year ago. And nobody noticed he's dead. Why? Because he was holding his, he was an old man, So he was holding a staff in his hand, and nobody noticed that he's dead. What do you think about this story? For a year, my grandmother, she did not notice he's dead.
For 1 year, he was on a stick, and he was holding a stick. Nobody saw he was dead.
My grandmother, everybody, the cousins, everybody come, say hello, grandfather. Nobody noticed that he's dead. What do you think about it?
Well, If it's true, then I mean, what can I like? I don't know. Did it happen, or are you just joking?
No, it's true story. You know, my grandfather will never lie. My grandfather only she lied to my grandfather and the neighbors. You know, she don't lie to any people. Like, only my grandfather.
Was he standing? Was he standing up for 1 year, and he was dead for 1 year holding a stick?
He was standing for 1 year
Okay,
holding
well,
the
if
stick.
he was standing, that's just impossible because your body will drop if he was dead.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm not kidding you.
Well,
obviously, it's not like, I mean, how can you stay? I mean,
you
you're
know,
dead.
first, I thought you are a nice guy. You will not hurt my feeling. I was talking about my grandmother, and look what you told me now. She is telling a lie.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, you asked me what do I think, so I taught you what I think, right?
Okay, so you are being honest with me now.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
impossible.
Well,
Once you're dead,
this story is in the
just...
Quran. This story is in the Quran, chapter 34, verse number 14.
Oh my God, you set me up, bro. You set me up. You're so
Exactly,
bad.
brother. This is the
Why
candy.
do
This is the
you
candy
do? I'm
camera program,
sorry.
brother. This is candy camera program.
I should have been. I always thought I was one step ahead of you, but yeah, you got me. Okay.
Okay. So what do you think now? This is a story is in the Quran, and nobody
Okay.
noticed. Nobody noticed he's dead until the termite they ate his steak. When he ate the steak, when the termite they ate the steak, he fell down.
When he fell down, saw plainly that if they had known and seen, they would not have tired. I don't see where it says 1 year.
Well, this is in the interpretation according to your prophet. It was 1 year, almost 1 year. But anyway, think about it. You have a, this is a king. What do you think? What kind of wood he will use? He will use a very fancy wood, right?
Okay.
Something not cheap wood will die. I mean, so it's very fancy wood, and mostly is covered by gold and silver. You never know. This is his staff, the king. So he died standing, holding the stick, and then the termite they start chewing. They chew very. Termite they are small. And their meal is like like one bite a day, something like this. So it took them, according to the interpretation, and let me go and open the interpretation, chapter 34, verse number 14. This is Ibn Kathir, 34. And here, number 14.
But what if this was a miracle done by Allah? You never know.
Absolutely, it's a miracle. I mean, the termite, they work with Allah, and the guy, nobody noticed. My friend, a second ago, you told me that the guy, people will notice. And okay, the wife, she come to talk to the man. He's dead standing. Didn't she notice that this guy is not answering?
But how do you know she came to talk to him?
Well, he have wives. He have many wives. He's a king.
Okay, I get
the guy is a king. He's not a guy who live alone in a house in the middle of nowhere. He's a king. He have a kingdom, And look here, brother. Read with me. It says here in the interpretation, okay? Allah tell us how Sulaiman, peace be upon him, he died, and how Allah concealed his death.
What tafsir is this?
This is tafsir Ibn Kathir.
Ibn Kathir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ibn Kathir is the neighbor of Kathir, His name, because the neighbor, his name is Kathir, and he was sleeping with his mother. That's why he's Ibn Kathir. So he's the son of the neighbor. So anyway, how Sulaiman, peace be upon him, died, and Allah concealed his death from the jinn, who were subjugated to him to do hard labor. That's deep. I have genie work for me, by the way, in the yard now. He remained leaning on his stick, leaning in his stick. Look at this, which he was his staff. Ibn Abbas is the cousin of your prophet. May Allah pleased with him said, and Mujahid, those are companion, and Al-Hassan and Qutada, blah, 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 blah. And by the way, Imam Murrah there too. And others said, he stayed like that.
A long time, yeah, I see.
He stayed like that for a long time, nearly a year. Nearly a year.
Okay.
And listen, no, brother, the story is not over, brother. And when the creature of the earth, brother, which was kind of worm like termite, who ate through the stick, it became weak, and he fell in the ground, and become apparent that he died. What do you think about this story?
Um,
M?
no,
Hold on,
not
hold
I'm
on.
just thinking.
After this amazing
I'm
story, you are
just
saying to me, if I am you, I will use all the alphabet. I will say A, B, C, D, F, Y, M. This is what you come with? M alone? This is a
I'm
miracle, brother.
no,
Takbir. What M?
I'm
What
just
M? What M? What ham? I'm really upset from you now. This is a miracle. Will take you all the alphabet. You cannot express how beautiful it is. Unbelievable. Termite. Like, look who is the the hero of the stories. Allah, Suleiman, the stick, and termite. And genie for
yeah,
sure. Don't forget the
but
genie.
what if
The crowd is the
but how
genie.
do we not know it happened though?
Huh?
How do we not know it didn't happen though?
My friend, if you don't believe in such a garbage, there's nobody can make you, I don't know. I did my part. Obviously, you don't want to be convinced. It's up to you. But those, obviously, this is
No,
stupid.
but I said contradictions because this is just a story. I mean, this makes the story is a bit.
My friend, contradiction. This is contradiction. This is contradiction. Because why did not notice that he did not, or he's not dead? Why did not notice? Not because Allah made them not to notice, because he is standing, leaning in his stick.
Can you show me about the baby verse? How the baby is made in 23:14 of the Quran.
Yeah. First of all, who made the baby?
Who made the baby? It was the parents, right?
No. The Quran says that the one who made the baby is the best of the creators.
Okay.
Okay.
Best of the creators. What do you mean?
Well, according to Muslims, there's many creators and Allah is the best.
No, we have one creator.
Okay, you mentioned to me contradiction, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. If Allah, he mentioned that he is the creator, and then he say he is the best of the creators, is that contradiction?
If Allah says what? Sorry?
If Allah, he said, I am the creator.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then in different place he said, I am the best of the creators.
Where does he say I am the creator? Where?
Chapter 23, verse number 14. And this is where he speak about the baby creation.
Yeah, but this is the best of the creators I see on the screen. But where does it say I'm the only creator or the creator?
Oh, okay. So let us see. We go here. Different verse
Because
in the Quran.
I heard you say Ahad does not mean one also.
Yeah, but this is another story.
Yeah.
But if we go chapter 2, verse number 29, it says, هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا. It is him who created everything in earth.
Okay.
Okay, is that confirmed that he is the only one who created everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if we go to the other verse, says he is the best of the creators. So which one of them is true?
Yeah, but humans are creators in a
no,
way
my friend,
because
no. You see, creator in a term of a religion is somebody. That's why here he is talking about creating the baby. Creator is someone who can give life, not somebody he made a bicycle. This is not a creation. This is a creative, not a creation. Being creative is to use material we have, to make a machine, but the machine is not heart and blood, and this is why the Quran in different verse says, are you going to worship gods who cannot even make a fly?
Okay.
Okay, so the Quran confirmed that the one who deserves to be worshipped is the one who can make a fly. This is the chapter.
Okay.
This is the chapter 22, verse number 73. So he said to them, are you calling, which means God, instead of Allah, those gods who don't have a power even to create even a fly?
Okay.
So if you create a fly, you deserve to be worshipped, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to that verse, yeah.
All right. This is the chapter 22, verse number 73. Now we go to the other verse. And then when Allah, he says, Allah is the one who created everything in earth, so he confirmed that there's no other person who created beside him. And then we go to the other person, and this is chapter 2, verse 29. And then we go to the other verse here, chapter 23, verse number 14, where it says Allah is the best of the creators. So is Allah is the only one who create everything in the earth, or Allah is the best of the creators who create many things in the earth?
I don't know what he means by creators, though. What does that mean?
Creators mean creators. I mean, come on. Even this one, we need a dictionary. The creators.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll ask the Imam, but because I never heard of this thing. So
No, hold on. Why you need to ask? You can ask an imam as you wish. This is not my business now. But I'm asking you why you need even to ask an imam about such a thing. It says creators. He will say to you the same. He will say to you bicycle. Somebody made a bicycle. But they can't explain it. But creator, I just showed you, according to Islam, the one who is a creator is the one who can create a fly. Quran, Quran give definition for that, not me. So making a bicycle is not a creator. This is a creative. Building a house and being a creative. You know, making a truck, this is a creative.
No, because we have all the elements on earth anyway, so we just make things, put them together, right?
Now, the one who can create a fly is the creator, and Allah saying he is the best of the creators. That means there's others who they are a creator too.
Okay.
This is the contradiction. Now, hold on. We just showed you the verse where it says, if you can create a fly, you are God, right?
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 22, verse number 73. But isn't the Quran says that Jesus, he created from the mud a bird?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one who can create a fly.
But by whose will, though? At the end of that
doesn't matter.
verse?
Who is the creator now? Jesus. The Quran claimed that Allah gave Jesus the power. No problem. But he have it now. He's a creator.
All right, okay.
Okay, so how Allah is the only creator who created everything in earth, and Jesus, he create birds. So Allah did not create everything in earth.
But he did, like, but Jesus only made a bird, though, not the earth.
My friend, if he made one bird or 10,000 chicken, doesn't matter. Is everything in earth is made by Allah, or there is some of it, or some of it made by Jesus?
Well, there was one fly that was made by one bird made by
First of all,
Jesus.
where it says there's only one fly or one bird, where it says that? It says, I create for you. I create for you from the mud a bird. I breathe in it.
A bird, yeah. A bird,
so,
not birds.
It doesn't matter. You know, he's saying, I create for you a bird.
Okay.
A person who can create a bird, he can create birds.
Okay.
Or what you need to do is just fashion 10 piece of mud and breathe. And he breathed, and he breathed. You know, I breathe, and I breathe into it. Okay, so the Quran is full of contradiction stories, because if Allah is the only one can create, then why Jesus have the ability of a creation? And if you say, well, Allah, he gave him the power, that will not change the fact. First of all, there's no proof that Allah gave him any power. This is one man claim after Jesus, 600 years. But that what will confirm to us that Jesus is a very special person. No one like him. He is the only one between all who so-called messengers in Islam. He can create from the mud a bird. He can make the blind see. He can resurrect people from death. Nobody ever can do that. So here we see that even Jesus can tell you what you hide in your houses. Muhammad, he cannot. So Jesus, he have the knowledge of the unseen. The Quran says only Allah have knowledge of unseen. Jesus, he can resurrect people from death, and the Quran says only God can resurrect. And Jesus can create, and the Quran says only God can create. All of this is contradiction. And then you ask yourself, why Jesus have all this power and Muhammad have zero? While Muhammad was busy swearing by the fig, Jesus was making the blind see, making the dead alive, creating birds from the clay, and healing thousands of people. So why Jesus is all of those and Muhammad is zero? And why Jesus is the creator? Why Allah gave him the ability for creation? What is the point?
Miracles to show people what
why
they should
he did not give it to anyone else? Why he did not give it to Muhammad? Muhammad, the Muslim believe that Muhammad, his children, they die, and he was crying so hard, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. If Jesus was there, he can touch the kid and he make him alive.
But you said in one in the book, in one of the books on your videos, that to a guy that Muhammad has no children. That this was
My
Fatima's
friend,
previous husband's
I'm
children.
talking about your belief, not my belief. I believe Muhammad penis never work. I can prove it.
Okay.
Muhammad himself, he says, I was the most weak person between mankind, and then I invoke my God, and he sent me a dish of shish kebab.
Well, it kind of makes sense too, because Khatija was in her 40s, right? So how could she give
She was
birth to
old,
all
she
those
cannot have
children?
kids. Yes, she cannot have kids. And Fatima, she was the youngest. This is why she is considered like a child for Muhammad, because she grew in his lap, let us say, you know. So,
yeah, okay.
But she is not really his a child, you know. She is not. Muhammad cannot have kids.
Can you just go to 23:14 and just explain to me how the baby is made? Because
we do not need to go to we do not need to go to different verse. The same verse, the one we mentioned to you about creating the baby, Allah is the best of the creators, is the same.
No, but not the creators. But how the baby is made.
About the baby. Yes, the baby here. If you go here, let's see. The same one, it says
because you said it goes into dead blood and something like that.
Yeah, the same one mentioned al-khaliqeen, which means the creators, is the same ones making that pupu. Here we go, chapter 23, verse number 14, and mentioned in different verse too. Here it says, and we made the nutfa into a clot, a piece of thick congealed blood. Do you see it?
What does nutfa mean?
Nutfa is a sperm. Nutfa is a water.
And what's the congealed blood in Arabic?
Nutfa is a liquid, you know, of semen.
Yeah, yeah. And what's the congealed blood in Arabic?
Mudgha, alaqa, sorry, alaqa.
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 Okay.
Alaqa. When you get injured, and the blood make like dead blood in the top, like a batch over your skin.
Dried blood.
Yeah, right? This is alaqa.
Okay.
Okay. So,
and Bob, why does Sheikh Uthman, I've been watching him for 2 years, and he says that this is a very big miracle, because he said that alaka means like a leech, and the baby in the womb is shaped like that.
When he say like a leech, where in the verse it says like a leech? Where is the word?
Well, he said a leech, like, you know.
See, we made it. You see, we made it alaqa. The sperm became a alaqa. The sperm. So the stupid guy you are talking about him, he just told you that the sperm become dead blood.
But he says alaka means, I never heard him say alaka means dead blood.
I mean, my friend, who is this guy even to say what to say? This is the Muslim translation, and I can show you the interpretation.
Who's translated this?
Alaqa, this is here translation. I don't care for translation, by the way. I can change it for you. But who you consider to be a person who knows? A guy who do not even know how to read the Quran, who cannot even write it. When two Christians, they come to him and they ask him to write, he have to look at the Quran so he can copy the word. He can't even write it. So, or your scholars.
My scholars, obviously.
Okay, which scholars you want me to show you? Name one.
Anyone?
Anyone. I heard of this one. His name is anyone. I know him. Okay, hold on. This is chapter 23. No. Hold on, I will show you anyone. Okay, I will show you anyone. No problem. Anyone is good. Anyone. What's wrong with anyone?
But you said let me choose. I'm gonna choose.
Okay, I asked you to choose. You said anyone.
Okay, Ibn Abbas then, or Jalalain.
Okay, Ibn Abbas. Okay.
Yeah.
Ibn Abbas is anyone anyway. I mean, we never met him. He can be anything. Yeah. So this is Ibn Abbas. All right.
He's like the biggest scholar in Islam, right?
Okay, exactly. He's the cousin of Muhammad. Read with me. This is Ibn Abbas. He said, then we transformed the drop into a clot. You see the word clot?
Yeah. But what does that clot mean? What does it mean by clot?
A clot is a solid blood. Clot.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't you know what a clot? Go to dictionary, open it. And this
I know what a clot is, but like,
no, clot.
How does that?
A human being, he died by heart attack happened by a clot. Right?
Right.
Okay, what is the clot?
The clot.
Dead blood going in your vein, right?
Into a clot. Okay.
Okay. for another 40 days. So according to Muhammad too, because there's a hadith about it, we can show you.
Oh, okay. A clot in the body. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
So here you will see that the sperm become a dead blood for 40 days. And then he fashioned the clot into a little lump for another 40 days. And then we fashioned the lump into bones without flesh. And then at the end, the flesh came. So here, listen carefully. You said Ibn Abbas,
But
Ibn Abbas. Do you want me to show you?
Do bones not grow first and then flesh after?
My friend,
or do they grow
the process
together?
of a baby, everything is developing in the same time. So the cells, they start being, you know, like exist in the early stages, but they will not become like a full heart until a certain time. But the heart cell is there, you know. The cells who make the heart are there, and the cells who make the liver is there, etc. And anyway, you can go to scientific, nothing to do with the Christianity or Islam, just pure search yourself, scientific, how the baby is or baby's embryo stages. And you will see none of this is true, because simply the sperm will not become anything. The sperm is not the one who will become something. The sperm will go and fertilize the egg, and the one who will start growing, and the one who started growing is the egg. You know, here,
because it says there we transformed the drop into. So yeah. Okay.
And not only that, I can show you.
The sperm does not transform into anything. It's the egg, right?
Yes, the egg.